Dolls have been around forever. They can be made of anything. The museum certainly has dolls of all eras in it, and you can come in and see practically the whole history of dolls, or a lot of the history of dolls over the ages.
They are enjoyment. They have been used many, many years for many, many different things. They have been made forever out of whatever a parent or grandparent could find.
In the museum we have 8 rooms. Each room has its own theme.
We are now in the Native American room of the museum. It contains most every facet of the Native American arts and crafts. We have a miniature room which consists of the smaller dolls. We have a collectible contemporary artist room with a nursery. We have a Victorian antique room, dolls from Germany, a couple from Japan, and a couple from the United States, and one from England. We have an international room which consists of dolls from all over the world, plus a dollhouse. In that room we have a country and cloth room, and we have a fantasy space which consists of the fairies, and then the nursery rhymes and fairy tales. We grew up in a house of 4 sisters. We were always very close. We always loved each other. We always played with our dolls. We loved to do our work. Mother would always tell us if we would do our work in the morning when it was cool, we had the afternoons to play or sew or whatever we wanted to do for our dolls.
We were Depression kids, so we never had a lot of dolls. But what we did have, we had to take care of. And so that's what our collections were based on, were the dolls that we had when we were kids. The 3 of us continued to collect when we were older. Jean has collected forever, and Shirley and I didn't collect until about the 1980s, I believe. Deline never cared much for dolls, but she was a ceramic artist, and we have used her ceramics as props in the museum.
It has always been, for a long time, a vision of mine to create a doll museum. This is my heart and soul to create this museum. The 4 sisters, we all met and decided we would try to do something we had never attempted before, and so out of that grew this 8-room museum plus the doll shop. We laugh when we ask who collected what. We each had different diversities, but when it came to me, they asked me what I collected, and I said I collected everything, because I knew that if we were going to have a museum, we needed to have a worldwide museum.
The collection that you see in the museum not only started from the dolls that we had when we were kids, but from what we have collected since. And it is the collection, with the exception of 2 or 3 items which are in on loan, of one family, our family, the base being our parents.
The goal of the museum is for a teaching project, for an enjoyable place. We hope that it continues for 100 years. We have tried to establish an endowment fund. Anyone who would like to contribute to the endowment fund, we'd be most grateful for.
We are located at 174 Jefferson Street in Tiffin, Ohio. We welcome anyone who would come and look. You're welcome to come to the shop and just look. You're welcome to bring your dolls in to get appraised. You're welcome to come and have an estimate on repair of your dolls, and you're welcome to come and learn.
There's something here for everybody. We have had men who have come through the museum and say, "Go to a doll museum?" I don't think so. But once they have been in the museum, they look at us and say, "We didn't know there was so much to learn about dolls." So anyone who is willing to have a good adventure and spend a day in Tiffin, we encourage them to come to the Enchanted Moment Doll and Gift Museum. It is a teaching space. It is a place of enjoyment. When you walk through that front door, we want you to walk into our world and leave your world behind.